Yes, it's been a while. How you all doing? Good to have you today. I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you for joining this broadcast today. It's going to be brief, anyways, because of schedule and things that I'm doing, anyways. But because of the love for Biafra and the love for what we're doing and our freedom, seeking to make sure that we do the right thing and give the right information out there. We always be here. It's been a while. The last time I came up was about 9 days ago. It's been a long time, anyways, but I'm sorry. It's not deliberate. Lots of activities. But I want to appreciate you guys for staying put and always being here. Thank you for joining. This is BIAFRA Global Network. My name is Kelechi Bruce. And I want to talk to us briefly today. Lots of things have been happening. You are all aware of the things that have been going on. And when I just remember them and think about them, all I would just do is to just smile to myself. I know that Biafrans would always want to learn the hard way. We always want to learn the hard way. It's always like that. We tend to want to learn the hard way. But before we go on, anyways, thank you for joining. Today is going to be a brief one, but special, very, very special. But before I go on, I want to play, to remind you of what Martin Kano had said.
I know the game they're playing. There was this stupid video that is in circulation. They can't attack ESN. They can't. They have no ground. But I'm sure they gave money to some idiots and gave them guns to say that Biafran army, which is a lie. It's the DSS creation. So they can have justification to say to Biden or the US ambassador, can you see that now have Biafran army, we can now move in to attack them. Anybody, if you are involved in that video, take up all. You want to give Fulani Janja with the reason to invade our land. That's what you're doing. We shall get to that later. Anybody involved in the separation of that video is a gunner. I'm telling you the truth. And those that made it. That's how people behave because they don't understand the game plan of the Fulani. People are very foolish. Fulani will come to you and want to use you and you succumb because you have greed, envy, and jealousy inside you. Which one again is Biafran army? I'm asking you. From where? How many people? The day I will bring out the Biafran army, we number over 200,000 standing. Reserve is over 1 million. Over 200,000 standing. Reserve is over 1 million. The day I will bring out the Biafran army, we number over 200,000 standing. Reserve is over 1 million. Which one again is Biafran army? I'm asking you. From where? How many people? Which one again is Biafran army? I'm asking you. From where? How many people? The day I will bring out the Biafran army, we number over 200,000 standing. Reserve is over 1 million. Some bunch of idiots somewhere because you're serving your Fulani Janja with masters. We'll get hold of all of you. Check out Uno Oko. We know they're bad eggs when we see them. That the courage today that you have in Yoruba land is because of ESN. The courage of Amoteku to say no to Fulani. It's because of ESN. Because of Eastern Security Network. That is why they found the courage to say no to Fulani. If not, they will not do it. After all these years, without the should I say all these months, without the coming of ESN, has Amoteku said we are going to flush out Fulani headsmen from our bushes? Never. It's because they saw us, they have seen us doing it. They said, oh, we might as well do this same thing as well. In order to it's called the pincer movement, to cut us off. They got some people, I don't know whether maybe in Olu or whatever, got them together, gave them, say, we are Biafran army, a few idiots. They are shooting gun, we are Biafran army. Inside somewhere. Did we tell you that we have formed the Biafran army? We said when we form it, the world will know that we have come. Work of DSS. Mad people every idiots everywhere. Africans and lack of discipline. You don't have discipline. That was why they don't guard you, because you lack discipline. After the white man must have finished with you, have no brain, lack of discipline. Every idiot thinks they can lead. They don't know what leadership is. Every monkey tell. Maybe if we have it, nobody is funding IOB worldwide. If you think you can people, you can start calling for, because you are wasting your time.
Welcome back. I want to first say thank you for joining wherever you're watching from. I know that you are busy this afternoon. It's just that this is the time I would have some time to really speak to us today. Every time I want to speak towards the evening, I find out that my work always stretches me, and I'm not able to do it in the evenings. And I didn't want to miss out today, and I decided to fix it for this afternoon, 3 p.m. Biafra time. And I'm sorry if I took some of you unawares, but bear with me. We need to do what we need to do, and maybe I will begin to do some shorts, some reels, and I think that will be help also, so that we can pass in brief information as they come, and as things come, we pass them on. I want to thank you for joining wherever you're watching from. My name is Kelechi Ambrose. This is BIAFRA Global Network. This is the platform where we speak the truth, and I know you can testify, you can bear witness that on this platform, what we have been speaking is the truth. If you deny it, you refuse it, in the end, you will come back to identify with it and to know that, yes, it is the truth, nothing but the truth. It is fundamentally the truth. And these are key things that are very, very important for us to get our freedom, unless if we are not ready to get freedom. Everyone who is jumping here and there, jubilating on stupidity, supporting criminality, in the end, you will face your slavery, you will face your problem, and you will look back and see that in spite of the stupidity, media and portraying and all themselves and doing their show business on social media, in the end, you will come and discover that you wasted your time, you wasted your resources, you wasted your energy, and you're nowhere close to your freedom. For us to get to our freedom, we must toe the line of truth. Nothing more, nothing less. In fact, it is more in the line of truth, nothing less. And that is the doctrine, the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the preaching of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the gospel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if you don't know this today, you got to know this now. You see, sometimes I want to go this way today, because I have been observing since the Imo State election. And first of all, I want you to understand that the need for us to be very, very critical and very, very determined to get our freedom is very, very important. And now, I saw on Facebook someone who saw a jeep coming and jumped into the jeep so that the jeep would crush him and kill him. But the man, he crushed him a little and stopped. Why would somebody want to commit such kind of, society? Why would somebody get involved in such kind of societal mission? Frustration everywhere, pain everywhere. We are just suffering. Lots of people committing suicide every day because we have allowed ourselves to delay the narrative of freedom. If Africa becomes free today, if Biafra land becomes free today, you will discover that we will be able to save so many people who may want to commit suicide. Because the problem in the land is too much. The pain in the land is too much. Our brothers leave Biafra land, they go to other lands, and they get frustrated because they feel that to stay in Biafra land and carry the shame, they need to go look for better places to make income and get something better. But some of them are running mad abroad. Some of them are into prostitution. It's terrible things. The other day I heard, what is happening in Ghana. Lots of Biafrans, 15 years old, 12 years old, 10 years old, many of them being brought into their. I don't know what is wrong with some of Biafra parents. I don't know what is wrong with some of our Biafra parents. I don't know why you will give out your children without knowing where they are going, who is taking them, what they are taking them for. If your children are there, they are dealing with them, they are beating them, they're using them for prostitution. They get the money, they send it to their master. The master, that is the hawkers, the criminal hawkers who come to take children from parents, give them stipends, and then tell them that the children will be bringing money to them. They want to get them work and all of that. They kill some of them, harvest their organs, they take them for prostitution. Some of them, when they go out like that, the men who take them for prostitution, kill them, use them for ritual. And some of them, when they return for that day, they bring money. When they bring their money, they would have to give to their boss, their so-called boss. The boss takes the money and gives them what she wants to give them, what she determines to give them, maybe 20% of the money every day. And they are working, destroying their lives for the purpose of feeding somebody else's greed, stupidity, criminality, and all of that. Now, some of our Biafra parents are too gullible. You don't train your children well, your children become street wagons. You begin to move from here and there looking for quick money, fast money. They want to go to rituals before they end up in the hands of criminals. They use them for rituals. Lots of wrongs going on. We have to begin to do the right thing because we have become so stupid to ourselves, and it is really telling on us. We know the hardship in the land is so much. Terrible things happening. People going through hell. People going through pain. People going through sufferings. People having several situations around them, and people committing suicide and all of this stuff. These are the reasons why we're fighting for freedom. And now it takes me to the people who are sabotaging this thing. All they do is praise the criminals, jump around the criminals, jubilate around the criminals. Now, look at what happened recently. The same criminal in Finland who comes to tell you that there will be no election in February, comes again to tell you there will be no election in November in Imo State. And in your very eyes, election was conducted, whether if you like say it's only two people, if you like say as long as it was conducted, then you don't come out and tell people there will be an election and then there's election. And we still have gullible people jumping around. If you don't know now, if you don't know what it means to be defrauded by now, unless you don't have sense, unless you are now look at it now you see, I decided to keep quiet after the election and observe. I wanted to observe, even if I didn't have the time to broadcast, but I was just looking at the trend from the time the election ended, in Imo State. The next thing you need to see, the person who said that Hope Uzodinma is on the run. The same person who said Hope Uzodinma is going to do something is happening to him. He's on the run. He cannot come into Imo State. He cannot do this stuff. The same hope has been put there by the criminal Nigeria to control Imo State again. He has been given the mandate again. The same person you said you are bringing down, your men he's everywhere. When they see him now, everything in hope is going down, and you have dealt with him and all of that. The same person is now now wants to go into his second term. And yet, the gullible people will say, yes, sir. The gullible people will jubilate. They'll say, He's not going to last there. He's not going. Now I'm going to open to you because I want to let those people who have allowed themselves to be stupid and allow themselves to be gullible all this while. I want to show them something here. I want you to understand, because if you are not psychologically alert, you will not understand the psyche of those who are criminally stealing from you, manipulating you, and deceiving you. And let me tell you something. I know Simon, or the criminal in Finland. Let me not call it his name, anyways. The criminal in Finland. I know his psychology. I know how he operates. I know how he deceives you people. I know it. So whenever something happens, just to observe the next things he will begin to do. Now I want to go through some of his tweets, and then from the day after the election, I want to go through his tweets and then take you through the process of his deception, so that you can understand some stuff. You can understand what is happening, so that you know that you are just being gullible. Some of you don't know how to read in between lines. Some of you don't understand some stuff. Now, yes. So let me take you through the processes. Distraction everywhere, manipulation everywhere. All of you some of you are just so gullible. Some of you, Biafrans, are so gullible. Honestly, so gullible. It's so painful, but we just have to tell you the truth. The election was held on Saturday, and of course, the Nigerian contraption, as usual, have announced the criminal that wants to be in charge of Imo State, and that is how Nigeria roll. That's how they roll. It is normal. It is idiosyncratic of Nigeria. You can't take it from them. So that is what it is. Now look at this. After the election, you begin to see deep. He said no lockdown, no election, nobody's going to come out, lockdown, blah blah blah. And before you know it, they start showing some stuff, and before you know it, he's just showing some stuff, and then he begins to make mockery. He begins to post, posters and pictures of some stuff. He begins to make mockery. Now, to face the reality of what has happened, that in spite of the no election, there is election. All you begin to do now is to distract the people and begin to put videos of a vehicle burnt somewhere, and this and that, and the announcement, the talks of some people. Now, this is where you say anybody that speaks the truth, the caliphate controls terrorist government. Lots of distracting stuff. The issue here is, did election hold in Biafra land? Yes. Why do you keep telling the people that there will be no election, and you collect monies from them, and then you now begin to post destructive stuff that will make them jubilate? You now begin to post different stuff on the platform. Now the recent one is the one of yesterday is on duty after distractions and looking for videos and audios to play or pictures to put there. If he doesn't find one, the next thing you're going to see is fundraising. If you don't find one, you find one picture of somebody who has been beaten. I can't explain the beating I received in Imo State, and then you post it, and then you laugh, and then is that the issue? The issue here is that, will there be election? You said no. Now the election is held, and you made the people believe that they are moving forward, whereas they are still redundant. They are daft, static, stationary, and all of that. And then all you see is destruction. And the next thing you see is on assignment. So you're on assignment, and you keep talking about assignment. You keep talking about different things and all of that, and you see, sometimes when we're missing out some stuff, and when we don't think right and appropriately, we get into trouble and we become our own problems. And one thing for us Biafrans is that literally now you post Dino, and the idiots have start crying. What is your business with Dino? You said no election, and the criminal Uzodema, you said no election. You said Uzodema can never be governor. You said it. You said he can never come out again. He can never do this. He can never. Sure, they are going to deal with him. You're going to, your frogs and those who are supporting you are doing on social media now is to say that what kind of nonsense is all? What is wrong with all of you? For God's sake, why do you allow allowing yourselves to be deceived. Why? Mazin Amekano said it. And he said he doesn't know why our people are always patronizing lies. They want to be deceived. They like to be deceived. They enjoy being deceived. They are so desperate to be deceived. They want to be deceived. They just want it. They want something. They want who will deceive them. They want somebody to deceive them. Why are people like that? What is wrong with the people? Why is it this way? Because they themselves don't even have a pure heart. Because they don't have a pure heart. Then let me look for that stuff and play it. Where Mazinam can talk about being deceived. Let me look for it and play it. Because it is very, very important to keep reminding you guys some of this stuff. Some of you don't understand. Now, if you don't know now that you are being defrauded, then something seriously is wrong with you. If you don't know now that you are being defrauded, you think you are getting freedom, you are being defrauded. You don't know they are using your hard-earned money for their selfish aggrandizement. Look at somebody who said no election, and after no election, all you need to post, you post Dino, you post the other one, you post one picture, you say he's crying, this one is crying, this one is laughing, this you posted. Is that the issue? The serious business, freedom fighting is serious business. When you say this will not happen, you must make sure it doesn't happen. Why would this guy come and tell you no election in February? And after all said and done, after that, the next day you start hearing liaison office, the liaison office. None of them is existing, but they just put some stuff, snap it, and send to you. The headquarters, they say, now, do you hear anything from the headquarters? Are you hearing, let me ask you 2 times or 3 times, are you hearing anything about the headquarters? Did you hear that something is happening there? Nothing. That is somebody's apartment, suite 2. And the person only will remove the chairs, remove the stains, and then whenever they want to deceive you, they arrange the chairs in that place. The chairs are parked in that person's seat. They arrange the chairs and they showcase it to you, and then after that they remove it and the person will put his stuff. It's a big apartment. It's a big place because they make their things standard. And have you ever seen any activity in that place as an office operating and moving? No. Have you ever heard any Biafran go there and say he went to the office and carried out any activity, whether of visa or of anything, or stay or whatever, or maybe it's asylum or whatever? Have you ever heard anything like that? Nothing. But all you keep doing is now the so-called gentle that they're talking about, whether they call him Baron or they call him gentle, whatever they call him. Today, have you seen him? He was always on social media constituting nuisance. Coming out of vehicle and somebody opening the door for him and lots of nonsense. Have you seen him again? The other time he said his Facebook was hijacked. Did you see him come out to say anything? He's no more there. People are now speaking on his behalf. Is it that you people don't understand? And someone comes to tell you that there will be no election in Biafra land in February. So suddenly he tells you, even Imo State, you couldn't stop. So how would he have been able to stop the whole of Biafra land? This is to tell you, this is a message to you, that if he couldn't stop election in only Imo State, that means he was deceiving you when he was telling you that everything was ready to stop election in Biafra land. Because if only Imo State, somebody who claims to have done so much, he is so fantastic, he is wonderful, he is fighting for your freedom. He told you he was going to stop the election in Biafra land. He said everything has been put in place. He's training about 500,000 men, according to what he told us during the advisory board meeting. He told us he's training, he wants to raise it up to, he has trained some thousands in some different places, even outside Biafra land. And he wants to up it to 500,000 people. He wants to up it, and before elections, he's going to up it to 500,000 people. And he told you all these things have been prepared. The materials, the weapons, the artillery, and everything is ready. The equipment, everything ready to stop the election in the whole of Biafra territory. Now, he couldn't stop it in the whole of Biafra territory. Then he now comes to Imo State. They even tested him with only one state, Imo. And he couldn't stop it in Imo. And you are still there jubilating. If now you don't know that you are stupid, and if you don't know that you're being defrauded, then something is critically wrong with you. Because even for only Imo State, this guy could not stop election. They will tell you at least 80% compliance. What's the meaning of that? He said no election. That's what he said. No election is no election. The election is not part election. It's all compliance, percentage compliance. No election. It's no election for only Imo State. Let me pronounce it the way, for only Imo State. election could not be stopped. Is it the whole of Biafra land that would have been stopped? That tells you that all the monies you are contributing, all that you are doing, is just going down the drain. And after that Imo State election, what did he start doing? As usual, he started bringing distractions. Bring this picture of Dino Melaye, bring this video of Dino Melaye, bring this picture of this person, bring a picture of fundraising, bring picture of somebody say he was beaten during, and all of that. Is it your business? He is now giving you an announcement of the things that happened during the election. It's now giving stories about Kogi. What is your business with Kogi? You are not part of Nigeria. Why are you disturbing yourself with Kogi? Why are you giving your gullible followers news about Kogi? He's now giving you updates of what's happened after the election. That's what he's doing. And then after he discovered yesterday that he's sold so many stories, he had to up to you and make you prepare yourself for this coming Saturday so that they will collect funds from you again. Now told you that on assignment, you wear suit and go and sit somewhere and say on assignment, where the assignment, you no get video. Show us the video of the place you said on assignment. Go into the place. Let's see the people you are meeting. Let's have a video. Let people feel those you are meeting and let it be known that it's about Biafra. If you are going on a meeting that has to do with national and things and all of that, and that has to do with meeting with people concerning your nation, you will see your team. Of course, you don't go alone. Your team must be with you too. Aside your team, at least you will have a video of the assignment of where you are. Once you wear a suit and snap picture somewhere, you say you're on assignment, or you stay in your room, and then you mention on the move. Understand? Who is not on the move? Everybody's on the move. Every day we're on the move, trying to meet up one activity or the other, or to achieve something somewhere, however, in life. So don't keep deceiving these people. And the painful thing is that some of you are just gullible. What is wrong? You don't see? This is the person. Now, this Imo State election would have been able to convince you that the guy was actually not prepared for the whole of Biafra land election. So I'm stopping election in Biafra land. And he lied to you. This Imo State alone, because I was just waiting. I was saying, let me see how he's going to stop the election in Imo State. Just focus on one state where he has his criminal gang well based in all that Imo State. At least, if all of them come and shake that place, at least they would, if they were truly ready. But you see, all of this thing was just political shenanigan and jamboree to make more money for politicians and make more money for those who are sponsoring him. From those who are sponsoring him. Is it not the same Ngozi Orabueze who is exposed? The same person. When even some of Biafran people were in that group where Ngozi Orabueze was, including those ones who are claiming to be exposing her now, including those ones who are saying they exposed, they're showing video of this stuff. They were all in that group. None of them said anything until I exposed Ngozi Orabueze. Until today, that's Ngozi Orabueze with the criminals that she's sponsoring, that are sponsoring her, the Fulani people. They're sponsoring Simon. And some of you are just there, you are looking, you are mopping, you're just praising. All you do is your brain is suspended, and all you do is to dance around anything that is posted on social media, as long as it comes from Simon. Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you? It doesn't make sense to you. Doesn't make sense. So you must understand things in perspective. You must understand things in perspective. Except you begin to reason critically and understand things the way they should be, then you will continue to find yourself in serious mess. How can you allow yourself to be deceived, manipulated by somebody every time he's coming showing you different things on social media, dancing around, jubilating? I mean, I don't know whether to call it jubilating. Yes, jubilating over your stupidness and your stupidity, sorry. Jubilating over your stupidity because he is defrauding you. If he couldn't stop election in Imo State, doesn't that tell you that he actually lied to you for the February 25th election, that he's going to stop election in Biafra land? He couldn't stop election in Imo State. It was held. All he does is show you some places where people nobody on the streets. Did he show you Douglas Road in Imo State? Did he show you Wedra? Did he show you Mbisen Road? Did he show you what's the name of this? Oji? Did he show you those roads? Or the Olu Road? Did he show you all those roads? Did he show you Nekede Road and Poly Road? Did he show you all those places? Activities were going on, all those places. Nazi, from Nazi there. Everywhere, activities were going on. Did he show you about Owerri Road? Did he show you? They keep showing you communities where they will threaten the people to become, people desert the roads where normally people will not even pass in those kind of times, and then they now show it to you, and you just be jumping up on social media. No election. Yes. PM. This guy. Please, are you if after this, because I am talking to people who reason. I'm not talking to people who just jump at anything. I'm not talking to people who just jump at anything. I want to talk to people who reason. Here is someone who told you that 25th of February there will be no election in Biafra land. Okay, we agree. We are going to stop election. The election came, and it was conducted very, very peacefully in Biafra land. He now comes to tell you, let's just say, okay, let's give him benefit of doubt that the thing overwhelmed him. It was too big, the whole of Biafra land. Maybe he didn't understand the magnitude of when he said no election in Biafra land. Maybe he didn't understand the depth of the meaning of what it means, of what it is, and so he didn't know how large and how it can be, to how enormous it will be, or what it will take to actually stop election in Biafra land, which we know what he was doing. He was just trying to be criminal. But anyways, now here comes Imo State election. Here comes Imo State election. Imo State election is just one state, very small, in the whole of Biafra territory. He comes and announces the same way, the same pattern. When God is revealing some things to you people to understand or open your eyes, sometimes some of you, because of your stupidity, because of the hardness of your heart, you will not see it. Now, God made it that Imo State, which is just a small part of the Biafra territory, now holds election. He now still comes with that full force. And after that February 25th, he has collected so much money from you, some of you, including the ones he collected saying he's doing a referendum convention, and made so much money from you people. And some of you gave more money because of that stuff. Now comes point of stopping the election in just one part of Biafra land. He couldn't do it. So does not tell you, if you are reasonable, if you are sensible, that this guy is actually and deceiving you. Why is it that after that, instead of him now to what is now showing you giving you different updates of what happened after the election, how Dino is crying, how the one person was beaten. Why is he now bringing up? Because he knows you will get excited. And then he now comes and shows you something. He said they are talking about there are people in diaspora can conduct election. That matter have been discussing it since the early 2000. It's not telling you that they want him and from his so-called government in exile. How? They have been talking about people in diaspora being part of election. They have been discussing it. The template is already on ground. It was given as one of the policies and all of that. But the House of the House of Representatives have not been confirming it. They have not been approving it. They have not been allowing it. So saying now, coming to tell people, I don't know which people he is talking to. I don't know which of the gullible people. But when I went to the platform to observe it, I discovered that people were still jubilating. They are copying from us. They think they cannot be. We are 1,000 or 10,000 times ahead of them. How? The issue of people in diaspora voting has been on the table for a long time. The early 2000s, the Senate have been rejecting, or the House of Representatives, or the National Assembly have been rejecting it for a long time. So it is not a new thing. Now all these kinds of distraction began to come after you couldn't stop the election in just Imo State. Now, if someone tells you that they would give you a house, they want to give you a house, and then later they couldn't give you the house, and then they now say, okay, sorry, I couldn't give you the house, but I'll try and get you one plate of food, get you food, or buy you one bag of cement so that you can use it to patch your house that is leaking. And then they couldn't raise the money to get you that one bag of cement, and they already told you before they are going to get you a house. Wouldn't that tell you that that person was actually lying when he said he was going to give you a house? Because if he couldn't buy just one bag of cement to give to you to fix your house, and he told you that he was going to give you a house, And then later you now say, this house, I'll still give it to you, but let me give you 1 bag of cement to to just patch your house for the meantime until I give you a house. And he couldn't buy the 1 bag of cement when he promised. What does that tell you? That means that he's not capable of giving you a house. It's common sense. He told you there will be no election on February 25th. He told you there will be no election. And he said everything has been put in place to stop the election. And it would hold. And the election was conducted straight up. Then he now comes to a portion, a part of that whole territory. He told you there will be no election. And then that's part again this Saturday. Election went smoothly. Announcement the next day. They announced the same person he told you is on the run. The same person was announced as the governor. What does that tell you? It told you, hope your days are numbered. Hope your this. Hope he's on the run. Let people ask him where he is. Let people ask him. He knows what is coming for him. He knows blah 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 blah. He still came out to complain. He still came out to talk to him, more people. He still came out to vote, and they now announced him as governor, even if we know that it's a criminal entity. But what does that tell you? Does that not refute to you as someone who has common sense? Common sense. Look, I don't know how to talk. Sometimes I just wonder how some of our people reason. You can never get there. Thank God Mazen Amkan will be out very soon. I'm waiting for him. He's the one I'm waiting for. We're still doing our things, trying to do what we have to do, little by little, setting up a structure. When he comes out, we're going to propose it to you, and you will see how he's going to embrace that structure. Because we're professionals, we know what we're doing. To get freedom is not difficult. Very simple. Look at Brexit. How did it happen? And BBC was calling it a democratic process to Britain exercise its democratic rights. But to you, they don't believe it's your right. Because you are being stupid, you are behaving like an animal. If you behave like a human being, you have tactical plan, professional plan, BBC and other nations will recognize it. And when they recognize it, they will look at you, they will say it's your democratic right. But now, they believe it's not your right, they believe you're an animal, they believe you are not supposed to be talking about freedom. Because you are not even, your strategy is flawed. You follow after people, they will look at someone, they will just laugh. They will now wonder how you people are following him. Because looking at him, left, right, center, you know he is flawed. He has nothing to offer. He has nothing to offer. But you would always follow after people who have nothing to offer. Because your mind is made up to be destroyed. But we know that we cannot be destroyed. Those of us who understand the truth. We know we cannot go with people who are criminals, people who are prejudiced, people who are capitalizing on the situation to make money for themselves, people who are capitalizing on the situation of Mazen and Khan to boost and to increase their chances of making money and increase their chances of, of whatever they wish to get. No, we are smarter than that. How can you allow yourselves? Now, if at this point in time, that's all we have this topic today. If you don't know this, then something is seriously wrong with you. And you know what that is? If you don't know that you have been defrauded until now, if after February 25th, and then after Imo State election, this last Saturday 11, you don't know that you have been defrauded, then something is critically wrong with you. Because somebody cannot tell you that he will stop the election. In the whole of Biafra and the February 25th, he never did it. Then now it comes to only Imo State, he still could not do it. And you think he actually meant what he said in February 25th? He couldn't give you a bag of cement. And he is promising you a house. And you will believe. The February 25th election, no election in Biafra land, it's like that house. The Imo State stuff election is like the cement. First, the house promise came, I'll give you a house. And then later, he couldn't give you the house the date he promised. Then after a while, he now said, okay, I'm going to give you a bag of cement to go and fix the house you are living now until I am able to give you that house. I promised you. And the date for the day he said he's going to give you to fix the house. The rain is beating you, everything. You are in trouble. You need to it's urgent for you to fix this house. The date came, and he couldn't give you the cement, the bag of cement. How then do you think he's going to give you that house he promised you? The house he promised you is Biafra. The election was supposed to lead you into the house. And now he couldn't lead you into the house. He couldn't give you that house. He is not promising you and to fix the house you have until we get the bigger house. Now he couldn't give you the cement at the time he promised to give you the cement. Now you are still believing that the person who couldn't give you a bag of cement will give you a house. Something is wrong with you. Just know that your medulla oblongata is, as they call it, medulla oblongata. You know, it's actually a name of the side of the brain, medulla, the part that reasons. Just know that that part of your brain that reasons is dead. Either it was born when you were born, you were born and it was killed at birth or before death, or in the process of your life's journey, it died. Because, listen to my kind of said here. Listen.
Something to the effect that why is it that when we're talking about supporting Radio Biafra and what the Radio Biafra is doing, and this nonsense about people forming Biafra government here, Biafra government in exile, and all that stupidity, when there is no Biafra yet? Why is it necessary that our people must be deceived? Why are we why are Igbo people, I'm not saying other Biafran nationalities, why are Igbo people prone to being deceived? Why do we accept lies more than the truth? You can look at the other criminal groups that they set up that crumbled. What happened? They are buried, they're finished. Nothing is coming out of them anymore. Cockroach that comes up and mentions the word Biafra wants to have his own cabinet. What happened?
Did you hear that? How can you have a mat? You have not gotten a space yet, and you want to lay the mat. You get the space, and then you get the mat and put up the space to lay down. You can carry your mat anywhere around and around. Once you don't have a space to lay it, your mat is useless. It's as simple as that. That's what Mazen Amkan is trying to say. Your mat is useless. You need a space to lay your mat to lie on. Why are you people prone to be deceived? The same prophet, Mazen Amkan, is still saying this. He has seen all of this stuff. He might not have known that it's going to happen this way, but of course, God has used him to say these things so that you will remember when the time comes. Why are you guys so gullible? Why are you prone to be deceived? Why are you so easily deceived? Someone says he's going to stop election in Biafra. He couldn't. And then he now talks about Imo State, which is just one portion, one small part of Biafra land. He couldn't. And you know, shouldn't that make you understand that that big one he promised you, he actually could not. He was not ready, but he was not planning for it. He actually used it to sabotage your existence and your life. He actually used it to defraud you until he's able to collect. Now look at it, they dancing around now dancing, hey, on the move, on the this, on the that. This one is crying, you know, he's crying. Is that the no election? Is that it? Why? He said he has a government. He said he's in control of Biafra. He couldn't stop the election in just Imo State, where his main gang leaders are in. He couldn't stop it in that particular state, where his main gang leader is, his main criminal militia group is. He couldn't stop election there. So how would he be able to stop election in Aba? How would he be able to stop election in Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi? How? How would he be able to stop election? He claims he has. He's now in control of your land. Couldn't stop election just in Imo State. Some of you are not thinking. You don't reason. As much as I'm done, you don't reason. Because if you reason, I'm just emphasizing on this part because it will take reasonable people to analyze it very well to understand that yes, what I'm saying is true. I'm not going to come here to deceive you. What's my business? I don't have business with my mom. I don't. Is it intelligence? It doesn't. I have it more than you. Is it whatever? Even what the things I've done in life. So that's not in the question. So what do I want to envy him about? What? I don't need it. Is it to gym? I don't gym. Before you start the gym, I don't the gym. I don't gym well. We don't stop all those things because we don't need, I don't need them. So what do I want to envy him for? So why would I be able? If I see somebody who's credible, I follow him, support you because I don't follow you. I support. Martin Abikan is the leader, and we support him, and we follow him because he. We follow and support him. He's the only one I can follow and support. Any other person who comes along the line and I see criminality in you, I will expose you. Martin Abikan to me to say, "Let's see criminality." But the person nearby should shoot him down. That's what he said. That is a man who is dedicated to the truth. We need to begin to reason. We need to begin to do things right. If after all these things between February and November, the small one, okay, we couldn't still. And he still couldn't give you what he promised he's going to use your money for. And you are still jubilating, jumping like an e-frog you are all over social media. Some of you are jumping because you have positions in that his so-called royal cabinet. Now look at it. Simon is receiving allowance, $4,500 every month. And the media people, no wonder they are constituting nuisance, but a group of empty vessels. When I was there, I just felt irritated every time. I said, what kind of human beings are they? When they are talking, look like in meeting, the way they talk, you just beat the whole kind of human beings is this. Empty. No professionalism. They don't even know what it means to move for adjournment. They don't even know what it means to move for adjournment. Even when they knew, they thought adjournment is after you have done closing prayer. Are you hearing me? They thought adjournment is after you have done closing prayer, you now move for adjournment. No. You move for adjournment before you now close the meeting. Because somebody must say, okay, let's stop what we're doing. Adjournment means that let's stop what we're deliberating now till next time. But they will do closing prayer. And then I'll say we move for adjournment. Does it make sense to you? Empty investment. These are empty. And now they're giving them $300 each every month. That's no wonder Jerry and others, because they are abroad, they don't want to wash plates. They don't want to clean the bum of an old man or old woman. They don't want to work in the home of old elderly people. They don't want to do all those dirty jobs. So they are looking for easy way out, those that are going to defraud. And now BIAFRans have given them opportunity to defraud them. So now, $300 every month, they can lick Simon's ass for $300 every month. Look at Ralph that said Simon is a criminal. Today he's jumping everywhere. Look at how they're playing ping pong with your brain. Today they are using Azuka to play ping pong with your brain. Azuka is still there, they are making their business. They remove her from the way so that you just think. Look at one idiot I saw posting, he says from Oduduwa Nation or something. And he was just posting nonsense. What was he posting? That he was pleading with somebody. He said that please come and join us. And you see now that Azuka has left. We know that person was the Simon or somebody who is Simon's and I was telling the person, he said, and now you see Azuka is no more there. So Simon has proven he has removed the corrupt people. He is no more eating the money. How? He's no more eating the money. How? What about the records of the previous times? If he wants to be sincere, let him bring the records. Why is he not telling anybody why Azuka was removed? It's a plan. It's a game plan. They remove her to make you feel relaxed. Okay, nobody will be asking for accounts again. Nobody will be asking for. And again, since they promised that by the end of this year they'll give you BIAFRA, and Azuka too wants to step down, and so that nobody will be asking her, where's the BIAFRA you promised us? And then they now make it look like they have stepped down. They're trying to reposition everything and now sit upright now to get the freedom. Manipulation everywhere, deception everywhere, and all of you who have allowed yourselves to be deceived, I pity you. Because even your children will look back, when they look at things, they will say you are a stupid father and mother. Because I wonder why you can. I just don't understand why you have to support everything without thinking. I don't know why you cannot analyze things before reasoning. That means some of you, when that time they were talking about currency, they said they would put your face on the currency, you would have jumped at it and oh, my face will be on the currency. Criminals everywhere. They said I want to put my face on the currency. I said no, I don't need it. We cannot put Simon's face on the currency. We cannot put Asuka's face on the currency. We cannot put Ngozi Orebueze's face on the currency. On the currency, we cannot put Oge Ngere or whatever his name is on the currency. They are so-called finance person. We cannot put any, even including my face. So don't promise me my face also can be on the currency. Don't tell me that kind of nonsense. Why would you put my face on the currency? What have I done for the Africa? Because we are talking now, so I've paid the ultimate price. And I was asking the chairman, what is the ultimate price that Simon has paid? What is the ultimate price that Luke has paid? What is the ultimate price Luke has paid? What is the ultimate price the Oge has paid? And he was just saying some stuff. I was just wondering, you mean this man at his age, at his level of professionalism and all of that, he could be so petty? Oh my. That was when I called my think tank group people, where Simon is claiming he's not part of. I have audio and videos of him in that meeting. Think tank group, of course, lots of meetings. About 3 times or 4 times we came in the meeting. I called them, I said, see what's happening, we have to stop it. And we fought against it, and today no currency issue is mentioned. And so they quickly blocked me from there. They run away from me because nobody can say, you can't check me away from the BIAFRA project. How? You who dash monkey banana? You want to block me from the BIAFRA project? You can't block me now. The only thing you can do, you can run. They all block me from their group and run away. Because they know that this person is not going to stand for corruption. It's not going to agree to nonsense. I can't agree to nonsense. I stand for the truth, and that's what I represent until Mazinam comes out, and then I give a report of my stewardship. That's what it is. When the Lord takes your master away from you, why you become faithful and dedicated, and then when He comes, you give account of His stewardship. When He comes, we're going to give an account of what we've done. So all these nonsense going on. All this nonsense, and all of you out there, e-frogs, and all those people who are supporting them, you just go and bow your head in shame, because the evil that you're putting on yourself with your generations to come is going to be very, very devastating. I'm telling you. Please like this video as you're watching, share it on all your social media platforms, please. It's very, very important. Let people hear this message today. Let people hear this message. That you allow yourself to be gullible, you allow yourself to be deceived, you allow yourself to be manipulated, you allow yourself to be, to be taken for granted. It's unfortunate, it's shameful. And I can't just imagine this. And I want to tell you guys, if at this point you don't know this, that you are being manipulated, that you are being deceived, that you are being taken for granted, that you are being lied on and lied to, and you are being cheated, you are being defrauded, then something is critically wrong with you. Something is critically wrong with you. I'd say it again. Something is critically wrong with you. You better begin to think and reason. There's something wrong with your brain. There's something wrong with your brain if you're not thinking now. I am emphasizing this, I'm emphasizing on it because it is important. It is important to emphasize on it. If we want to get freedom, all this narrative going on, we can get it. We must come together and set up a structure. Standard structure. A structure. And that structure will be so technical and professional that even when we are going to launch our freedom, nobody will know. The enemies will be taken unawares. That is tactical. And tactical it is. It only takes reasonable people to read in between lines what I'm saying. I don't need to come on here and start telling you everything. No reasonable army come to the public and begin to give out their secrets. No reasonable army. Somebody just brings up the man in Finland, the criminal in Finland, brings out few men and tell you he's going to launch the army soon. He's already informing everybody that he has an army. And he uses to collect money every week. Fundraising. People say, army is coming out. People are giving. Dancing around. Look at. Imo State is the most disgrace. That alone should let you know, unless your daftness is beyond repairs. But if you are reasonable, Imo State should let you know that you have been deceived and manipulated all this way. Imo State should let you know that February 25th election that he said is going to stop in Biafra land was a lie. Because if you were capable of stopping the election in the whole of Biafra land, that means Imo State is small. It is very easy to do it in Imo State. That's what it means. Nobody have sent message today. I don't know whether messages are coming in, but I'm not seeing them. I don't know anyways. That's the truth. When you are on the path of truth, only few people want to follow you. Because Jesus was on the path of truth, he had so many people who were admiring and looking at him. but only few people were actually, you know, um, only few people were actually sending. I mean, were actually the disciples. 12 out of all of them, only 12 were close. Out of the whole people who was healing, doing lots of things. 12, because only few people are needed to start something reasonable and to change the life of people all over the nations of the world. So that's what it is. Oh, messages are coming in. I'm not even seeing them. I'm just viewing my stuff now. And why are the messages not showing on my stuff now? I'm just seeing it now on the other device. I'm seeing so many somebody, I'm not seeing messages on the platform. Oh my, no wonder. I was just wondering what is going on. Why are messages not coming in? Okay, now I'm seeing the messages here. Okay, I'm seeing it on phone, but I cannot look at it there. I have to concentrate on the platform. I don't know why YouTube or whatever refuse to show the message on the platform. No wonder. So people are actually commenting on what I'm saying, but I'm not able to see these things. I'm not able to see these things on the platform. So bear with me. I can't see your messages. That's why I can't comment on them. I can't. Maybe I should refresh. I don't know if I should refresh. If I refresh now, everything will just. I don't want to give you. You cannot be deceived. You are too big to be deceived. You need to find somebody who just left Nigeria's greener pastures and go to Finland, and suddenly he had an opportunity because he was on social media broadcasting. And then Mazen Abdullah said, "Listen to him," and then you now think he has become your God. He now begins to do all the nonsense, all the childish things he's doing, and you're praising him. That tells you that you that is even there, you just myopic. You're little. Your brain is small. You're small. Your brain is little. Even fish brain is weightier, because at least we know fish is fish. So fish will always behave like fish. But you can't claim to be a human being and your brain is, and you are reasoning like fish. That means you are less than a fish. Because if fish is reasoning the way it is reasoning, it simply means that fish is actually fish. That's why it has to reason the way it is reasoning. But if you are a human being and you are reasoning like fish, that means you are lower than a fish, because your brain supposed to have the capacity to reason and analyze things, but yet you reason less than fish. Saying something is fundamentally wrong with your brain and your life in general. You're like a criminal being in Finland and manipulating. You couldn't stop election in just Imo State. Then you think you could have stopped the one February 25th. You should know now that you are being deceived. You are just being deceived. It's common sense. You don't need logic. Okay, what you need is logic anyways. You don't need Pythagoras theorem or further maths to understand this. At least just simple logic. You don't need a prophet to come and tell you. It's common sense. Don't you people reason? I don't know what is wrong with you. If at this time you don't know this, then something is fundamentally wrong with you. Something is, it's fundamental. When it is fundamental, that means it is foundational. That's what it means. When you say something is fundamental, that's why I always use that word fundamental, because it talks about the foundation. You can't be deceived by somebody every time today. What is wrong with that? You say people just like being manipulated and deceived. He watched it yesterday. He said on the moon on another assignment. Switch now and come and snap myself and they clip in my house and go and sit in a public place where people are passing, white people are passing. As we call them, they call them white anyway. And white, I said on assignment. I now put it on social media. You know, Kelechi have started. Adamu. What Adamu do? Adamu just reason like that. That's what they do. Some of you need to think well. Think very well. I don't understand. I don't know what the brains of people. I don't understand. I don't think that true people like Ego and other people who are true. I don't know the people who are here. Only the name I saw. Only Ego I've seen when I opened the device to check whether messages are coming in. I don't know the names. I believe that those who are true here on this platform, I believe that you guys understand what I'm saying critically. You guys are formidable, very reasonable, and I believe that everybody who is on this platform and who is on the path of truth knows what I'm saying. The spirit clicks. The spirit will tell you. You can't just be a movie. They said they do movie. Say people for Africa, they do people abroad movie. Now this time somebody abroad, they will do you movie for Africa. or they didn't move for that abroad way there again. Something is wrong with you. How can wait, unless if you are that, honestly, I don't know. That's why I said if after today, if after this whole thing, God made it so well that the general election was first before the more election. It's God that made it so that you can see that this person who promised you this big house could not even give you a bag of cement to fix your house. Then he told you he was actually going to give you a house. That means he was lying to you. It's common sense. It's common sense. Somebody told you that he's going to give you money to start a business, and then you go to his house, there's no food to eat. He has a small food. He said, hey, this food not going to reach us. He ate the food. He couldn't give you. And he promised you money for business. Will you believe that person? Or you don't have sense? Sometimes I just wonder, when I speak this, I just wonder how people reason. Because sometimes I can't just like Martin Namikano was saying in this video. Why is it that you people are so prone to be deceived? Look at all the dancing around for the past 2 years, 1 year plus. From the time to 150 days in Nigeria and another Biafra team Biafra. Till now, everything, the more you think as if you are getting close, the more the thing is far from you. Just when you think critically, you just discover that you have not even gone anywhere. Where is that gentle that have been coming on social media, misbehaving and constituting users, telling you they have an army? After that day, the Nigerian contraption took that their pay. Since that day, nobody has seen gentle. Whether he has been killed, whether they have taken him, I don't know. Nobody know. I don't know. Because he's not my business anyway, so I shouldn't. But anyways, they know where he is. But now, if they are the ones now speaking on his behalf, he's no more the one speaking. They now speak on his behalf. That guy that liked pride, that liked to show himself, suddenly is no more in the space. Doesn't that tell me that something is wrong? Somebody who likes to showcase himself, somebody who likes to be seen, somebody who likes to, he will come out of bed, they will open door for him, he will come out, he will stand like, he doesn't even fit him. That thing he was doing wasn't even fit him. They call him general. That general doesn't fit him, just like one Agber or someone doing some stuff. And all of those stuff he was doing, and suddenly he's no more in the media. Suddenly he's disappeared. And people are telling you that he traveled. He traveled. Where is he? Now someone says his platform was hacked when he posted once. So I don't know what he posted. I've forgotten what he posted. Whether recruiting in the army. Someone said, please no recruiter. I don't get money to pay this one. So make they give the small ones while they giving up. They hit the big one. And no recruit more people. Make them just the show. Anytime we want to do big thing, just go carry a few people. Bring all of them together. Give them some stuff. Give them, at least you don't show your uniform. So anytime we want to do something, just bring all of them together. Take camera, cover them, all of them. Showcase them. Send me the video. I'll post it. Look at what even made me marvel was a video of something that happened a while ago. You just posted it yesterday, where some people were being beheaded. You now posted it yesterday that it happened yesterday on his platform on Twitter. I wonder, this thing has happened. I've seen this video a long time before now. Now he's telling me that the beheading just happened yesterday. He posted it on Twitter today or yesterday. And he said this, yes, yesterday. He said it happened yesterday. That means it happened on Sunday or Monday. It happened on Monday or Sunday or so. Something that I saw, I think, early last week. What is wrong with it? And the people were just commenting, they were happy. Wow. Please, I beg you, humanity to be true. You need your sanity, for God's sake, for us to free Africa. We say we are the ones having it. Biafra land is not free. Africa cannot be free. And we are behaving like this. Behaving less than fish. Even ant has sense than you. Because once you just shake one stuff, ants will begin around the fine hole. All of you, they will put your head there. They come, they bring your head more. Something's wrong. I cannot open the device and start looking at the messages anyways. Let me see what the messages are. Let me see the messages that are rolling in from my hand device. Let's see whether I can make some comments. Because I don't know why this thing refuses to show the comments on the platform. Why it has to. Okay, let me mute so you can actually see. I've seen okay, Ego, I've seen you. Thank you so much. Good to have you. See Dorcas. Let me see. Good to have you. And Let me say, he couldn't even stop it in his local government. Even at that, in that Olu, where his stronghold of his militia, where he has his criminal gang, he couldn't stop the election in that place. They held election there. Even if some men came there and said there was no election in Olu, there was no election in Olu, but the votes were counted because people held election there. I was watching the returning officer or some of the people when they were doing the collation and said there was no election in Olu and all of that. But election at least was held in some corners. It was held. Hope. The same hope he said that is on the run. The same hope came out. So campaign. The same hope spoke and all of that. And the same hope is now elected governor. And he cannot stop hope. He knows where the government house is. His men are boasting and bragging and killing innocent Biafrans, causing the Nigerian government to kill innocent Biafrans out there. But they know where government house is. They cannot go there. Busy bragging inside the communities, inside the villages, the city of the villages. Every village has a place that looks like a city for their people. That those places, that's where you find more houses. Maybe the market is close to that area and all of that. And every village, every community, every village has that place. So they'll just move around such kinds of place. They have never moved on Wedra Road before. They have never moved on Douglas Road. They have never moved on Nazi. They have never moved on Umagwa area, that road leading to Port Harcourt and Owerri Road. They have never moved on Aba Owerri Road. They have never moved on Oji. They have never moved on Olu Road. They have never moved on Mbisi Road. They have never moved on any of these roads in the state. He couldn't stop even on that Nazi to be naked and Futo, Yagwa, all those places. He couldn't stop election in those places. At least those ones are close to going towards Douglas. At least he will say, okay, we stop. They have not even moved around there. They were moving around villages and making noise. What is wrong with all of you? And all of you be jubilating. PM, right on. Right on. We are behind you. We are getting them. Oh, this one sweets my belly. Oh, this one nonsense and ingredient, as some people say. Nonsense and ingredient. Oh my God! People, please, God help our people. Oh my God! I need God to help some of our people. In fact, somebody says somebody is a good friend of Donald Trump and Benjamin. Lord have mercy. Oh my God! Say they chased Kelechi out of Otopala. Who chased me away? I came into that place myself. I decided to work with the team, thinking that someone was reasonable. When they saw that they couldn't work with me, they ran away. He said, "Chase me away." Who chase you? Can you chase me away? Wait till someone get their power to chase me. Hey, you'll be Adamu. He said, friend of Netanyahu. That's the way you spell it. Netanyahu. Adamu Benjamin Netanyahu. I know here. Still Netanyahu. Say he's a friend of Donald Trump and Netanyahu. You are not here. Okay. You are not here. You are not here. You are not here. So these guys, you guys are very funny. You're very funny. You guys are funny. You guys are very, very funny. I want to tell you something that lies can never be given back. All these things you feel like doing, that's be yourselves. Lies can never be given back. You'll be there, and I know that most of you, anyways, this Ifrog, some of you don't give him money anyways. You collect money from him. You actually give him money from the money Biafrans are contributing. Like this one who says he's a friend of Benjamin Netanyahu. And say they chase me away from autopilot. Can you imagine? Chase me away. Can you chase? You can. How? Who is there that can chase me? They'll say person they brag, but sometimes you need to brag. Sometimes you need to brag. It's good to brag sometimes, because sometimes you need to tell all these gullible people and empty brains that they are just empty. No, I'm just going. I go say ignore the fool. I'm just going through the messages and just laughing, because sometimes we need to look at all these messages. They are very good for us to look at them and comment on them, because it's part of the program. He's defending, yes, he's defending his salary. Some of them are just being paid, like Raf and other people. Gaddafi don't try to place outsmart Simon wrong, leave him. That's why come out. So people like Raf and Ajere and all those people, and 247 and all those ones. They are collecting $300 every month. Why would they defend their pay? They'll defend their pay. What else would they do? They will have to defend their pay. So that's what is happening. Anyways, I'm going to start this broadcast here. Maybe tomorrow, hopefully by God's grace, tomorrow I'll be here again. We'll talk further into this matter and all of that first, because I need to do some work now. You know, thank God I was able to do it. If not, I would not have been able to do it at all. Thank you. Maybe tomorrow again to be in the afternoon again to PM. I want to thank you guys who are on the path of truth. Please like this video, share it on all your social media platforms. If you have not liked it, like it first, and share it. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to it. We want to grow, we want to expand, because the gospel of truth must spread. Don't only subscribe to criminality and nonsense. Subscribe to truth. That's the only thing that can make you free. Subscribe to truth and let's move forward. It's time to go forward, and it's time to actually, deal with the enemies and get things done. I want to thank you all, those of you who are on the truth. I appreciate you guys for always being here. Please share on our platforms and please keep staying strong. We're going to get there. We know how to get there. We just need the support of Biafrans and people to come together. Let's come together and work. That's what we need to do. So I want to thank you guys. I want to really appreciate you guys very, 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 very well. And of course, it is very, very, very critical, for us to actually, do the things we're doing and get the result that we're getting. Very, very important that we actually, continue to stand on the path of truth, waiting for Martin and Kano. It's going to come out soon. Martin and Kano is coming out soon. So get ready for him. He's coming out, and he's going to come out in truth. And definitely, he's going to be with us soon. And we all will be free. Thank you all. Appreciate you guys. God bless you very good. Stay safe, stay cute, stay blessed. Thank you, and God bless you very good.